welcome back, comic lore lovers. Tonight, we explore a question that has haunted fans for decades. Get comfortable, close your eyes, and let the story carry you away. You find a soft spot on your couch, a quiet blanket wraps around your shoulders. Let your breath slow. With each exhale, feel a gentle warmth spread through your chest. Let tension leave your shoulders. Imagine a different world, a world where the name Lex Luthor sparks hope, not fear. What if his genius, his drive, his unmatched intellect were always pointed towards the good of humanity? Not just for show, but truly, it's a thought that whispers through the halls of possibility. A cool breeze drifts past your window. You might hear the distant hum of the city, a soft, comforting lullaby. In this alternate metropolis, Lex Luthor isn't a shadowy industrialist. He is a shining beacon. His early life, a testament to pure potential. A child prodigy, yes, but one driven by a profound desire to uplift everyone. He saw humanity's struggles. He felt their pain, and he dedicated his every waking moment to finding solutions. His hands, once destined to build weapons of control, now crafted tools of salvation. A smooth glass surface reflects the dim amber glow of a desk lamp nearby. You might sense the faint, clean scent of a newly printed blueprint, a symbol of innovation. His ambition wasn't about power over others. It was about power for others. To free them from want, from sickness, from the limits of their world. This is not a dream. This is a universe where Lex Luthor chose a different path. A path paved with progress, not destruction. He became the architect of a better tomorrow. Not a hero in a cape, but a genius in a suit. His empire, LexCorp, didn't exploit. It innovated. It uplifted. It built. Always with humanity's best interest at its core. LexCorp became a global powerhouse, not through aggressive takeover, but through genuine betterment. Its focus, sustainable technology, urban development, healthcare advancements that once seemed like science fiction. Think of gleaming towers, powered by clean energy, stretching towards the sky. You can almost feel the smooth, cool metal of a futuristic device in your hand. The city itself, a marvel of thoughtful design. Its air, clean and fresh, unlike any you've known. Luthor didn't just react to problems. He anticipated them. He proactively developed solutions long before crises emerged. When a major natural disaster threatened the coastal regions, it wasn't a caped hero who saved millions. It was LexCorp's advanced atmospheric stabilizers. When a new pathogen emerged, Luthor's bioscientists swiftly delivered a cure, freely available to all. His public persona became that of a pragmatic, benevolent genius. He was lauded, of course, by countless citizens whose lives he touched directly. soft crackle from a fireplace in a comfortable study might accompany your thoughts, a sound of gentle reassurance, yet some still watched with a quiet suspicion. How could one man wield such influence, such power, and remain truly altruistic? A faint breath of cool night air might stir the curtains in your mind, carrying with it a whisper of unanswered questions. This wasn't the simple hero narrative. This was a complex tapestry of absolute power, absolute good, and the ever-present human question of trust. Luthor faced this skepticism not with anger, but with relentless, transparent progress. Each new innovation, each life saved, was his answer. The metallic sheen of a vast data server hums softly in the background of his endeavors. He understood that true trust was earned, one groundbreaking solution at a time. Moving deeper into the scene, the air itself feels different here. It's clean and fresh, unlike any you've known. You might imagine gleaming towers, powered by clean energy, stretching towards the sky. You can almost feel the smooth, cool metal of a futuristic device in your hand. This isn't just reacting to problems. Luthor anticipated them. The quiet carried forward, revealing a city shaped by foresight. When a major natural disaster once threatened coastal regions, it wasn't a caped hero who saved millions. It was LexCorp's advanced atmospheric stabilizers, a distant hum now almost unheard. When a new pathogen emerged, Luthor's bioscientists swiftly delivered a cure, freely available to all. His public persona grew, a pragmatic, benevolent genius. A deep sense of calm settles over the city, knowing someone is always watching, always prepared. Yet some still watched with a quiet suspicion. A faint breath of cool night air might stir the curtains in your mind, carrying with it a whisper of unanswered questions. How could one man wield such influence, such power, and remain truly altruistic? A soft crackle from a fireplace in a comfortable study might accompany your thoughts, a sound of gentle reassurance, but the underlying question persists. This wasn't a simple hero narrative. A subtle, gentle tension remains in the stillness. Metropolis, under Luthor's careful hand, felt universally safe. No sirens pierced the night, only a distant, low hum. This constant, gentle thrum was the city itself, powered by unseen systems. LexCorp's networks hummed beneath every street. They monitored every fluctuation. They anticipated every need. Luthor believed in solutions, not just reactions. His systems were seamless, elegant, and often invisible. For instance, the city's climate control subtly adjusted every block. Air purifiers hummed within towering structures. Automated logistics kept every district supplied, every citizen comfortable. LexCorp was a guardian, ever present, ever observing. Yet even in this engineered tranquility, some corners remained untouched. Older districts, with their narrow, shadowed alleys, resisted integration. Here, the hum of clean energy was fainter. The automated streetlights flickered with an older, warmer light. The scent of damp earth and aging stone replaced the ozone. A sense of slight disquiet could sometimes settle there. The quiet carried forward, revealing a subtle shift in the city's calm. Not every solution came without a cost. You might feel a gentle pull of thought. Luthor's unwavering pragmatism often sparked quiet debate. He acquired struggling tech companies, for instance. His goal was to prevent potential future harm. Stepping deeper, we find the specifics of his methods. You recall the recent acquisition of Viridian Dynamics. It was a smaller, competing tech company. Luthor identified a high-risk flaw in their emerging quantum computing. His team estimated catastrophic potential. He neutralized the threat by absorbing them completely. In the gentle distance, a new element appears. Not everyone agreed with Luthor's comprehensive oversight. A shadowy figure began to emerge in the city's periphery. Whispers spoke of the Wraith. This vigilante acted outside LexCorp's systems. No one knew their origins. Their methods were swift, often unseen. Stepping deeper, you find Lex Luthor in the quiet heart of LexCorp's research facilities. The air here held a cool, sterile scent, a subtle contrast to the city's gentle breeze. Outside, holographic displays cast a soft, dim amber glow across his focused face, reflecting in your own quiet gaze. He wasn't reviewing market trends or acquisition reports tonight. His eyes, and by extension, your own, traced intricate, shifting patterns of encrypted data. This data spoke of something new, something that defied easy categorization. Your quiet gaze follows as Luthor's patient observation continued. He initiated multiple encrypted communication attempts. Each signal pulsed outward into the metropolis night, a silent invitation, a query. You can almost imagine the vast, intricate network of LexCorp's unseen systems, extending like fine tendrils, seeking. Yet, only silence echoed back. The Wraith remained elusive, a whisper in the wind. A subtle shift in the city's calm caught your attention as an unexpected event flickered across a secondary screen. It wasn't a security breach in the traditional sense, but a public intervention. LexCorp's automated aerial drones, patrolling a district prone to minor street-level disruptions, suddenly paused. On the display, a shadowy form moved with impossible grace. The Wraith, for the first time, visibly interacted with Luthor's systems. Not aggressively, but with a firm, silent redirection. The quiet carried forward, revealing a subtle tremor. Not in the building, but within the encrypted data streams. Luthor's patient observation continued. Then, a new signature bloomed across the dim, holographic displays. It was alien, distinct from anything he had ever catalogued. Your quiet gaze widened slightly. The low hum deepened, a vibration resonating faintly through the polished floor. Luthor's fingers moved across a silent interface. His focus remained absolute. Automated subroutines, dormant for decades, now whirred to life. Beneath the city, unseen energy conduits flared with quiet power. LexCorp's global defense grid, originally designed for planetary protection, began its activation sequence. Moving deeper into the scene, the city's quiet hum seemed to falter. The geometric shadow now hovered closer to Earth. It didn't launch weapons. Instead, a wave of complex data streamed outward. It bypassed firewalls, ignored protocols, and began to map Earth's entire information network. Not a hostile takeover, but a methodical, almost curious scan. As the hum of LexCorp's systems settles into a soft, rhythmic thrum, a quiet understanding begins to form. The immediate threat, whatever form it was meant to take, has receded. You feel the cool metal beneath your fingertips, a subtle reminder of the vast intelligence at work. Lex Luthor, ever watchful, stands before the dim amber glow of the main console. His focus shifts now from immediate defense to thoughtful contemplation. The intricate patterns of data still flicker, but they now speak of integration, of potential pathways forward. He is not a man to rest on laurels. You can almost sense the faint scent of ozone in the air, a clean, almost sterile aroma that follows the deployment of advanced technology. This version of Luthor, the benevolent architect, constantly pushes boundaries. His goodness is not soft, nor without its sharp edges. It is a pragmatic force, shaping the world with unyielding will. The activation of the global defense grid was not an act of aggression, but a testament to his protective instinct. He saw a risk, calculated the catastrophic potential, and neutralized it before it could blossom. The Wraith, still an enigma, remains a silent shadow in this new metropolis. Was its elusive nature a challenge, or a mirror to Luthor's own complex methods? You ponder this question as the soft, almost imperceptible hum of distant city life drifts in through the thick LexCorp glass. There is a sense of calm returning, a quiet confidence in the city's protector. This benevolent Luthor does not seek adulation. He seeks progress, safety, and a future where humanity thrives. Shielded by his intellect, the world keeps turning, just a little safer now, a little more secure under his watchful, unblinking eye. Your breath starts to slow, matching the steady, quiet rhythm of the technological heart of the city. Imagine a world where the greatest mind dedicates itself purely to betterment. This is the reality you now inhabit. Lex Luthor's brilliance, once perhaps feared, is now a cornerstone of global stability. His solutions, while sometimes stark in their pragmatism, always aim for the highest good. He sees the bigger picture, calculating the needs of billions, even when it means making difficult choices. This heavy mantle of responsibility rests lightly on his shoulders, a burden he willingly bears. You feel a subtle shift in the air, a cleaner, almost purer quality within these silent halls. It speaks of systems running efficiently, of environmental controls perfected. The hum you hear now is a steady, almost comforting presence, the sound of a world diligently maintained. The city outside, seen through a large, smooth pane of LexCorp glass, pulses with a muted, distant glow. It is a city that sleeps soundly, unknowingly protected by its benevolent architect. And the wraith, its silent presence lingers, a subtle question mark against the backdrop of Luthor's design. Is it a conscience, a foil, or simply another player in the complex symphony of progress? Luthor, in his quiet moments, understands that absolute power, even when wielded for good, requires checks. Perhaps the Wraith serves this unspoken role, a constant reminder that humanity's spirit, its freedom, must also be protected. This dynamic, though subtle, weaves into the very fabric of Metropolis. It creates a balance, a delicate tension that ultimately strengthens the city's foundations. A quiet sense of acceptance washes over you, understanding the intricate dance of light and shadow. And so, you rest in the quiet aftermath of this alternate reality. The questions that lingered, the what-ifs and the could-bes, begin to settle. A benevolent Lex Luthor, a force of unparalleled intellect and will, truly can uplift humanity. His story reminds us that even the most formidable power can be harnessed for extraordinary good. This vision of Metropolis, secure and striving, is a testament to that potential. You feel the gentle warmth of a soft fabric, perhaps a blanket pulled closer, as a mild chill from the fading night air drifts in. The distant hum fades further, replaced by the faint, rhythmic sound of your own quiet breath. Every choice, every calculation, every defense Luthor deployed was for this: a peaceful night for the citizens, a secure tomorrow for the world. He remains the unsung architect, building not just structures, but a future. Let your body relax deeply now, finding comfort in the stillness. The saga of this metropolis continues, not with grand explosions, but with the steady, quiet quiet hum of progress, the interplay between Luthor's proactive good and the Wraith's silent balance creates a unique harmony. As you drift, let the imagery of a watchful, benevolent genius and a safely slumbering city guide your thoughts. There is a peaceful resolve in this ending, a sense that all is well and all will be well. Close your eyes, sleep well. The quiet carried forward, revealing the smooth pane of LexCorp glass still held the city's distant glow. But within, a subtle shift occurred. A holographic projection shimmered to life before you. It showed archived data, not future plans. Ancient blueprints, almost forgotten, spun slowly in the air. The air grew slightly cooler around you. Luthor's fingers, almost unconsciously, traced the smooth, cool metal of a nearby console. The sheer scale of the past project became chillingly clear. He saw the elegant flaws, the overlooked variables from decades ago. Each calculation, once a triumph, now echoed with crisis. The distant glow of the city seemed to dim further. A subtle ripple of shadow moved in your periphery. From the deeper, unlit corners of the vast chamber, a figure detached itself. The Wraith. Its presence was not a threat, but a silent vigil. A faint rustle of dark fabric, almost unheard, filled the space. You felt a shift in the room's dynamic. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The holographic display now centered on a single, vast structure. It was an energy nexus designed to power an entire continent. Its intricate lattice of conduits and reactors shimmered in cool blues and greens. You almost hear the silent hum of its theoretical operation. Luthor's gaze held a distant, almost wistful wonder. His touch on the cool console grew lighter. He recalled the complex mathematical elegant flaws, the delicate balance points that had swayed. Yet, no panic stirred within him now. Only a quiet, unwavering understanding. You feel a gentle stillness settle. This project, though never built, taught him patience. These early lessons now formed the bedrock of Metropolis. Each efficient system, every perfected environmental control, stemmed from those ancient blueprints. He had learned to build not just bigger, but smarter, always accounting for the unforeseen. The Wraith's silent vigilance served as a living reminder of those delicate balances. It was an essential, quiet check on even benevolent power. You recognize the subtle beauty in this intricate design. A peaceful resolve settled over the room, like the soft glow of dawn. The quiet carried forward, revealing the intricate lattice of the never-built nexus faded. In its place, the holographic display rippled, showing live data from Metropolis's current energy grid. You notice a subtle, almost imperceptible fluctuation. A series of tiny red numerical spikes flickered briefly at the edge of the projection. Luthor's eyes narrowed, not in alarm, but in quiet assessment. The tiny spikes, though individually minor, formed a nascent trend. They pointed to a specific sector, a cluster of residential towers on the city's east side. You feel a faint, cool breeze as the display zoomed gently inward. Luthor's hand, still resting lightly on the console's cool metal, remained steady. He saw the elegant flaws, not in the original design of the Nexus, but in the unforeseen stresses on a system built decades later. A quiet, distant hum from the server racks offered the only sound. He wasn't surprised. He had anticipated this. The current draw on the aging subgrid was slightly higher than projected for this time of year. With a soft, almost inaudible tap on the console, Luthor brought up a layered overlay. It showed not just energy flow, but population density, weather patterns, and even a faint, overlaid network of wraith sightings. You perceive a quiet focus in his posture. The quiet carried forward, revealing a faint, almost imperceptible shift in Luthor's posture. His fingers, long and precise, moved with thoughtful grace across the smooth, cool console surface. The tiny red numerical spikes on the holographic display coalesced, no longer just a trend, but a specific data flow. You feel a subtle thrum of distant machinery beneath your feet, a low bass note against the silence of the room. Luthor's gaze remained steady, absorbing the information. He was tracing the energy flow, pinpointing the precise stress point. His mind, unburdened by haste, already considered solutions. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried, on the display. The holographic projection shifted, zooming in with fluid precision. It now showed a single, older residential building on the east side, its silhouette stark against a digital map of Metropolis. A faint, almost ghost-like red glow pulsed gently from its base. You almost hear the whisper of data flowing through fiber optics, a nearly silent rush in the air. This building, a relic of an earlier architectural phase, was the unexpected node. Luthor's brow furrowed, not in concern, but in a quiet, analytical wonder at the system's intricate connections. Moving deeper into the scene, the air in the command center felt subtly cooler, a controlled environment for a controlled mind. Luthor slowly straightened, his attention shifting from the building to a broader sweep of historical data now appearing on the display. He saw maintenance logs from decades past, the dusty records of a city growing faster than its infrastructure could truly support. You notice the soft texture of his suit jacket as his arm brushes against his side. A quiet, reassuring presence, a profound calm settled over him. This wasn't a sudden crisis. but a long-deferred conversation between past designs and present reality. He understood the delicate balance required to maintain the harmony of a living city. The quiet carried forward, revealing a deeper layer to Luthor's focus. The residential building on the east side pulsed with that soft, red light. It wasn't a warning, he realized, but an indicator. His analytical mind, quiet and precise, processed this. The faint red glow was stable, a gentle heartbeat rather than an alarm. He leaned in slightly, his gaze tracing the lines of power on the holographic map, moving deeper into the scene. The holographic projection expanded, showing historical overlays. Luthor's mind scrolled through years of urban development, architectural plans, and energy grid upgrades. He remembered the city's early phases, how older structures were often repurposed, their original functions subtly interwoven into the new. The building was a forgotten conduit, a silent amplifier for a microgrid designed to stabilize fluctuating power demands in that sector. This revelation brought a soft sigh from Luthor, barely audible. He ran a hand over the smooth, cool metal of his desktop, the surface reflecting the dim amber glow of the console. The story draws inward, where Luthor's reflection deepened into a peaceful resolve. He understood now. The slight energy anomaly was not an error, but a whisper from the past, a forgotten thread in his city's grand design. His fingers, still poised over the console, now moved with a new certainty. He initiated a series of subtle adjustments, not to fix a problem, but to acknowledge and optimize this unique connection. A gentle click echoed in the quiet room as a hidden interface on the console illuminated, revealing older, forgotten schematics. The quiet carried forward, revealing a deeper layer to Luthor's focus. The residential building on the east side pulsed with that soft, red light. It wasn't a warning, he realized, but an indicator. His analytical mind, quiet and precise, processed this. The faint red glow was stable, a gentle heartbeat rather than an alarm. He leaned in slightly, his gaze tracing the lines of power on the holographic map. Your breath feels steady, a quiet rhythm in the stillness of the control room. A palpable sense of deep purpose now fills the hushed air, almost vibrating with unspoken potential. Luthor's gaze drifted from the glowing holographic screen, past the sleek, cool metal of the console, towards the vast, curved window that framed his city. Metropolis glittered softly below him, a breathtaking tapestry woven from countless distant lights. Each one, he knew intimately, represented a life, a home, a dream, a struggle, each a vital, irreplaceable part of his immense charge. He considered the city's complex, intricate heartbeat, its profound and often overlooked pulse. As you drift deeper, let your body relax completely, finding absolute stillness in the moment. Luthor, now radiating a renewed sense of quiet purpose and profound understanding, returned to his central console. The vast, glittering expanse of city lights still twinkling softly beyond the panoramic window. His hand moved with gentle, almost deliberate certainty over the holographic interface. A conductor orchestrating a symphony of data. A new, dedicated project file materialized into shimmering, ethereal existence on the central, translucent screen, its edges softly glowing, its title bold yet perfectly understated. Read, Urban Symbiosis Initiative. This burgeoning initiative was far more than just a mere project. It was his quiet, yet deeply profound pledge to the city he protected, the city below. A silent symphony of light felt like a living thing. You could almost feel its gentle pulse against the cool glass of the window, a subtle vibration that resonated with a quiet hum. Each soft, distant glow spoke of lives intertwined, a vast network of human connection that Luthor safeguarded. His wonder settled into a deep, reassuring calm. His gaze drifted, drawn to a cluster of emerald lights in the financial district. He remembered the intricate biofiltration systems woven beneath those towers, silently purifying the very air. This unseen work, a quiet testament to a future built on foresight, brought a gentle whirring sound to mind, the quiet efficiency of unseen mechanisms. He reflected on the vast, intricate dance of hidden progress. The atmosphere shifts as he considered the silent weight of his role. Every light, every system, every breath drawn in his city rested on his deliberate care. His fingers brushed against a smooth, polished panel on his console, feeling the faint, reassuring warmth of its internal processors. This immense responsibility settled not as a burden, but as a deep, unwavering sense of peaceful resolve. The quiet carried forward, revealing a new detail. Lex's gaze shifted to another area of the holographic map. He saw the intricate network of high-speed maglev lines, quiet arteries humming beneath the city. He remembered the initial skepticism, the years of precise planning. Now, families traveled safely, swiftly, their commutes transformed. The soft, rhythmic vibration from the building itself seemed to echo that steady progress. This constant, gentle hum was a testament to his unwavering vision. The city's digital heartbeat, a constant cascade of encrypted data, flowed through his systems. He understood the profound trust placed in him, not just by the city council, but by every citizen benefiting from secure, open communication. The cool, smooth metal of the console felt grounding beneath his fingertips. He He considered the intricate balance of freedom and order, a constant, delicate act of stewardship for all these lives. A gentle, almost imperceptible smile touched his lips. He reached out, his hand hovering briefly over the holographic representation of Metropolis. It wasn't about control, he realized again with clarity, but about enabling, about nurturing the very best in humanity. The soft, amber light of the console bathed his face, casting long, peaceful shadows. His purpose felt clear. A quiet, unyielding resolve settled deep within him. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried, as you drift deeper into the scene. Luthor's fingers traced a secure data stream on the glowing console. He pictured families, tucked safely in their homes, sharing moments without fear. The thought brought a gentle warmth to his chest. He remembered a child's drawing, sent years ago, thanking him for the safe neighborhood comms. That small, crinkled paper, kept carefully in his desk, represented so much. He leaned back slightly, the soft leather of his chair cradling him. A faint scent of old paper and polished wood permeated the air. His gaze drifted to a dark, framed photograph on a nearby shelf. It was a faded image of his parents, smiling, taken in a time of struggle. They had taught him that true strength lay in building, not destroying. Their quiet determination had ignited his own. His thoughts turned towards the future, a canvas of unseen possibilities. On the holographic map, a faint, unexplored sector shimmered with potential. It represented the next phase of his global atmospheric purifiers. The challenge was immense, but so was the promise of cleaner air for millions. He imagined the faint, cool breeze carrying purified oxygen, reaching far beyond Metropolis's borders. This next grand undertaking, still in its conceptual phase, filled him with a quiet, focused energy. Moving deeper into the scene, the quiet of the office seemed to amplify the gentle hum of the city beyond. Your gaze might linger on the faded photograph. His parents' smiles, though soft with time, held a quiet strength. This image reminded him of his earliest lessons. Building, not destroying, was the true path. He felt a familiar stir of curiosity, an itch to innovate, to further enhance the lives around him. He closed his eyes for a brief moment, picturing the city. He saw the shimmering towers, the green spaces, the homes powered by his vision. He imagined the subtle currents of the sky, untapped and waiting. A sense of wonder bloomed in his chest. You could almost feel the silent hum of the power grid, already so efficient. But he knew it could be more. His eyes opened, refocusing on the present moment. The soft glow of the console lights reflected in his glasses. The city outside remained peaceful, This new atmospheric system would be his greatest legacy. It would free Metropolis from reliance on dwindling resources. The thought brought a profound calm. The quiet carried forward, revealing a deeper stillness. He still felt the subtle currents of the sky, imagined in his mind. The hum of the city's power grid was a gentle lullaby. He pictured new energy pathways, like shimmering, unseen rivers. They would crisscross the night, bringing clean power. This vision brought a sense of calm. He slowly opened his eyes, the gentle light from the console reflecting. His gaze fell upon a framed blueprint on his desk. It was an early design for the city's first orbital solar array. The lines were elegant, promising. He remembered the countless hours spent, the intricate calculations. Each detail was a choice, a path taken for the city's good. A faint scent of old paper lingered near the blueprint. He thought of all the lives touched by his efforts. The challenges were many, the decisions complex. But the path was clear, illuminated by purpose. The cool metal of his console offered firm reassurance. He took a slow, deep breath, letting it out with quiet certainty. The quiet carried forward, revealing a deeper stillness. He still felt the subtle currents of the sky, imagined in his mind. The hum of the city's power grid was a gentle lullaby. He pictured new energy pathways, like shimmering, unseen rivers. They would crisscross the night, bringing clean power. This vision brought a sense of calm. His gaze drifted from the blueprint, moving slowly across the room. He turned towards the panoramic window, a silent, vast expanse of reinforced glass. The smooth, cool surface invited his touch, a barrier between his quiet space and the bustling world. Beyond, Metropolis glittered, a tapestry of soft, distant streetlights. He saw the tangible results of years of relentless effort. The rhythmic hum of the building's environmental controls was a steady pulse against the deep indigo of the night sky. He took a slow, deep breath, turning away from the vast window. His hand instinctively reached for a small, unassuming object on his desk. It was a polished, cool metal model, perhaps an early prototype of a circuit component, worn smooth from countless touches. A faint scent of polished brass seemed to rise from it. The weight of it in his hand felt grounding, connecting him to the raw ingenuity of his past. The soft, barely audible whir of his computer fans provided a gentle underscore to the deep stillness. The vast window mirrored the deep indigo, and in its smooth surface, Lex saw a faint reflection of himself. His posture was still, his gaze thoughtful. He considered the long arc of his life, the decisions that had shaped this city, each gleaming tower, each whisper of clean energy, carried the echo of a choice he had made. The weight of that responsibility was a constant, familiar presence, like the deep thrum of the building beneath his feet. He felt a cool calm settle over him, a quiet assurance. The quiet carried forward, revealing a deeper stillness as his gaze moved from his own image to a specific district below. This was the sector where the experimental vertical farms reached for the sky, their soft green glow a testament to his vision. Yet even there, he knew shadows lingered. Not literal shadows, but the unseen challenges that demanded constant vigilance. The city was a living entity, always needing care, always evolving. A faint, almost imperceptible flicker caught his eye. A distant anomaly against the steady rhythm of the city lights, quickly gone, leaving only a subtle question in its wake. He slowly turned from the window, the soft light from his console now catching the faint metallic sheen of his tailored suit. His steps were measured, silent on the plush carpet. The subtle question posed by the distant flicker was acknowledged, then set aside for the moment. There was work to be done, always. He moved to a sleek, holographic interface on his desk, his fingers hovering above its smooth, cool surface. A deep sense of purpose, quiet and unwavering, guided his movements. This feeling was a steady anchor in the vastness of the night. The fleeting light below had stirred a quiet curiosity. Lex reached out, his fingers brushing a smooth, cool interface on the console nearby. A holographic display shimmered into life, its soft blue glow reflecting in his thoughtful eyes. He zoomed in on the anomaly's last known coordinates. The hum of the system was almost imperceptible. He sought understanding in the intricate data. The data resolved into unexpected patterns, unlike any he'd seen. A unique energy signature, brief but distinct, swirled across the display in pale greens and purples. It felt almost alive. The faint whirring of the console seemed to deepen. This wasn't a grid anomaly. It was a new, unknown variable. He tilted his head slightly, a profound sense of wonder settling over him. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. This phenomenon was beyond his immediate metrics, yet it did not alarm him. Instead, a deep calm spread through his mind. He recognized the signature's potential, a raw, unfettered power. His gaze moved from the screen to the dark, expansive sky outside. The rhythmic hum of Metropolis below provided a steady counterpoint. He began to formulate initial analyses, his thoughts clear and precise. The quiet carried forward, revealing a deeper understanding. Lex's focus sharpened. His fingers moved with practiced ease over the console. He activated subroutines. The unique energy signature resolved further. It was not chaotic. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried, from the evolving data. The patterns hinted at something beyond his current models. This wasn't just a new energy source. It possessed an intricate, almost biological rhythm. Lex leaned back slightly in his chair. The cool metal pressed against his spine. The silence of the room deepened around him. Lex straightened, a clear purpose forming in his mind. He recognized the profound implications. This signature represented a significant unknown. It demanded immediate, focused attention. He would dedicate LexCorp's finest minds to its study. The quiet carried forward, revealing a deeper understanding. Lex's gaze softened. The intricate patterns on the display pulsed with a calm, steady rhythm. He felt the cool metal of his chair against his back. This energy was not a threat. It was an elegant complexity. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. Lex leaned back fully. His fingers uncurled from the smooth console. His eyes drifted towards the vast window. Metropolis stretched out below, a tapestry of shimmering lights. Each light a life. The story draws inward, where a gentle smile touched his lips. The city felt alive, thriving under his careful stewardship. He considered the energy signature not as an anomaly, but as a new piece of the puzzle, a potential for further benevolent innovation. The cool night air, filtered and clean, brushed softly against his skin. This unknown element was simply a new frontier to explore. The quiet carried forward, revealing a deeper understanding. Lex's gaze lingered on the sprawling cityscape. The intricate energy he had discovered wasn't just a phenomenon. It felt like a silent promise, not one of power, but of delicate interconnectedness. He pushed gently from the cool metal of his chair. The soft fabric of his tailored suit rustling, almost imperceptibly. He moved towards a more private observation deck, a quieter space. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. From this elevated vantage, Lex observed the rhythm of Metropolis itself. He saw the energy signature, not as an external force, but woven subtly into the city's pulse. The faint breath of the cooling night air drifted through a barely open vent, carrying the distant, muffled sound of traffic, like a shared, living heartbeat. He imagined this new energy flowing through the public infrastructure, enhancing the very air, making systems run more efficiently, quietly. It wasn't about imposing his will. Lex's fingers now hovered over a control panel. A soft, blue glow emanated from it. He called up a holographic projection. The city below shimmered, but now a delicate network of luminous threads overlaid it. This was the energy. It flowed, not unlike blood in veins, through buildings, through the very air. The next moment unfolds, revealing a deeper focus. Lex settled into a plush, ergonomic chair nearby. The soft leather yielded beneath him. He traced the glowing lines of the projection with his eyes. This wasn't about grand gestures. It was about fundamental improvement. He closed his eyes briefly. The faint scent of ozone from the technology mingled with the cool night air. His mind drifted beyond the immediate data. He envisioned the energy flowing through every home, every school. It would lift the burden of endless power struggles. It would create a foundation of quiet stability. Moving deeper into the scene, the holographic projection shimmered. Lex watched a single, faint thread of light. It pulsed gently, expanding its reach. This subtle energy now connected a simulated park, making its automated irrigation system whisper. The air around the projection felt subtly fresher. A cool, clean scent emerging from the diffused light. He understood this quiet power. It was not for grand displays of might. Instead, it would mend the small fractures of urban living. Each illuminated thread on the screen represented a life made just a little easier. A street light powered more efficiently. A public transport system running smoother. His gaze softened, considering countless quiet improvements across the vast, simulated city. A peaceful resolve settled within him. Lex extended a hand, not quite touching the glowing city. This energy would be a gift, freely given. He envisioned a metropolis where every citizen felt its quiet benefit. No blaring announcements, just a subtle, persistent sense of ease. He was building a better world, one silent pulse at a time. The quiet carried forward, revealing the intricate dance of the energy network. Lex watched it with a profound sense of purpose. He imagined this new energy flowing through the public infrastructure, enhancing the very air. Systems would run more efficiently, quietly. It wasn't about imposing his will, but uplifting. He saw a single thread brighten, a simulated home's power usage optimize. He leaned back slowly, the plush ergonomic chair yielding further. A gentle warmth emanated from the console's surface. He focused on a specific district within the simulation. The data confirmed clearer air, significantly less noise pollution. Digital children in simulated parks played under subtly cleaner skies. The entire city would breathe easier, he realized. Yet, even within this peaceful vision of progress, a flicker caught his keen eye. A small, persistent, unlit zone on the simulated map. It was not a malfunction, but an area intentionally untouched by his vast network. A district where the older rhythms, the unenhanced hum of life, still persisted. A faint, almost imperceptible tremor ran through the data streams emanating from that point. The sheer scale of Metropolis stretched out beyond the glowing lines. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. Lex's gaze broadened across the holographic city. He saw the intricate grid of projected light extend further. Beyond Metropolis, the simulated network reached isolated farming communities. It offered efficient, quiet energy for new irrigation. His mind considered how these small, vital improvements would blossom. Lex's gaze lifted from the expansive simulation. His eyes drifted toward the vast window overlooking Metropolis. The city glittered below, a tapestry of dim amber highlights and deep urban night tones. He saw his work subtly manifested. Streetlights glowed with new efficiency, a soft, steady pulse. Public transport systems hummed with barely audible precision. Stepping deeper, we find Lex's attention drawn back to a corner of the holographic display. A small district within the city simulation showed minor inefficiencies. Not failures, but persistent points of resistance to full optimization. It was a digital neighborhood, old and dense, stubbornly holding onto its ingrained patterns. The flickering warmth of the holographic projection cast soft shadows across his focused face. He zoomed in, observing simulated families within older apartment blocks. Lex's gaze lingered on the city's distant, soft glow. He imagined the quiet gratitude of families in those efficiently lit homes. Not grand applause, but the simple relief of steady power, the comfort of knowing essential services simply worked. He touched the cool, smooth glass of the observation window. The city below seemed to breathe with a deeper, calmer rhythm. It was a metropolis freed from the anxieties of failing infrastructure, a place where progress served the quiet dignity of everyday life. Moving deeper into the scene, the city's expanse stretched endlessly. Lex thought of the remote medical outposts powered by his quiet fusion reactors, their systems now robust, reliable. They brought solace to isolated communities, a whisper of hope where illness once dominated. The faint vibration of the building's core, a silent testament to its immense power, hummed gently beneath his feet. He closed his eyes for a moment, letting the gentle, controlled power of LexCorp wash over his senses. It was a vast, intricate tapestry, woven from countless decisions, each one intended for good. A single, small, simulated, whether drone on his console's periphery blinked. A reminder of the subtle atmospheric optimizations now underway. The story draws inward, where a single, small question always lingered. Could one man truly oversee such vast benevolence without ever faltering? He opened his eyes, the city lights shimmering, almost like a million tiny stars. He knew his methods were precise, often unseen, sometimes even unpopular in their calculated efficiency. Yet, the outcome was undeniable. Cleaner air, quieter streets, longer lives. He felt the subtle cool of the conditioned air against his skin, a constant, reassuring presence. The weight of his decisions was immense, but it was a weight he carried with unwavering resolve, a commitment to a better, calmer world.